News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Your local dairy farmers want to wish you all a happy and safe holiday season and a very happy new year. Remember your 3 servings every day. Milk, cheese, and yogurt are key to a healthy lifestyle.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. The Nevada Silver Tappers brought in over $80,000 at last weekend's event at the Saddle West. They donate their proceeds to charities all over town.
Good morning. We are here this morning to present a check to CASA. My name is Vicki Gladstone. I am Miss Senior Golden Years 2011. On behalf of the Nevada Silver Tappers and the Miss Senior Golden Years Court, we're presenting this check to CASA for $2,792.77. We wish to give this check of $1,000 to the Pahrump Valley Youth Organization Association, to Tom Saida. We wish to present the Senior Center with a check for $1,000 as a result of our charity show that was held on Sunday.
Yeah. I'm with Vicki Glasgow and Mitzi Sears. We just presented 3 checks to CASA, the Pahrump Valley Youth Activities, and the Pahrump Senior Center.
Yes, we did, and we were very happy to have done that. That was the proceeds from our charity show held last Sunday.
This was our 21st anniversary. So on behalf of B.J. Hetrick Irwin, the Nevada Silver Tappers, and Miss Senior Golden Years USA, we were very, very happy to give these checks out. These people do so much for our community, for the children, for the seniors. God bless them all, and have a Merry Christmas.
Do we have a total of how much money that the Nevada Silver Tappers and Miss Senior Golden Years has given out? Because I know it's in the millions.
Yes, this benefit show alone is over $80,000. But for all the benefits that we've done over the years, it probably is very close to $1 million.
Amazing that you guys do the show every year. This is a Sunday show that was so fabulous, holiday show. It's a big fundraiser for the community every year.
Yes, it is, and it goes to different people. It either goes to one of our nonprofit organizations in the community or to a needy family. It's just a real blessing to our community.
And we, of course, always have this at the Saddle West, and that's where we're at right now at the Saddle West. This is where the Nevada Silver Tappers home is.
Yes. The Saddle West Hotel and Casino has been just wonderful to all of us and support us all the time. They support us in this benefit show, they support the Nevada Silver Tappers, and they support the Miss Senior Golden Years USA. God bless them.
Well, in part 4 of this story, Chairman and CEO of Windsail Receptor, Richard Steinke, spoke to Vern Van Winkle about his invention and the company he is opening right here in Pahrump.
Oh, well, it's a very small footprint. You're just talking about, a few feet for the footings, but that's it. I mean, since it makes no noise, you don't have that troublesome wondering, what's going to happen in the large winds or so forth. So these can be put into the backyard. The height is going to depend upon the height of your building because it's got to be higher than that, but that's it. It doesn't have to be extremely high. And since we start at a couple miles an hour, you're at 5 miles an hour is really where the power really starts. So you're already in power at 5, and anything that goes up even high gusts of wind of 40, 50 mile an hour, it can handle it.
The engineering from the unit to the building, and the tie-in, is that done by a contractor that would be provided by Windsail?
No, well, Windsail in the United States and in Canada, we have a company that has all those responsibilities. We just sell the small units because I don't want to build a staff of hundreds of people for the small units. But on the large units, everything will be done through Windsail. But you're talking about, you're not selling thousands of those, you're selling hundreds in comparison to the 1,000, and I will build a maintenance crew and so forth to keep the large ones running and operating all the time. The small ones, those are sold through a licensee who actually has marketed all over the United States already, and then we will have dealers, and those dealers are responsible to install them and maintain them.
The audience in Pahrump will obviously want to know what the cost of a unit would be. What type of investment would they seek to a 2,000 square foot home?
Well, this one here, we're saying that I don't control the retail price, but we're saying approximately $25,000 is the retail price, but I'm selling it for a lot less than that to the licensee, who then distributes it and installs them. And that's installation costings too. That's totally installed. And then they can get a rebate back. And with most homes in the United States, that would be having a net metering tie-in to the grid. So it just reverses your bill.
The Bob Ruud Community Center will be ready for the new year. We spoke to Matt Luis and Bill Kohbarger.
Well, concerning the Bob Ruud Community Center and its progress, we're going to speak to Buildings and Grounds Supervisor Matt Luis and Town Manager Bill Kohbarger.
Well, Matt could probably tell you more than I can, but they started re-roofing the project on December 1st, and that was Anthony Roofing and Waterproofing right here out of Pahrump. And they have finished the roof, or are real close to finishing roof, and Belfour out of Las Vegas has come in to start the mold remediation. They start at the 8th.
How long is that going to take, Matt?
They say for the mold remediation they should finish up actually the work on this Thursday, and then on Monday they hope to be doing the testing. And then shortly after that is when they'll come in and do the
restoration.
Restoration, thank you. And then that'll take about another 2 weeks. So we're looking right around the first of the year.
How long does the testing take to come back?
It basically takes 24 to 48 hours depending on how backed up the lab is.
And we'll be testing all the rooms, or just the room that really came back with the...
We've requested, and Matt, in being very cautious on this, has requested all rooms be tested, A, B, and the main, which is a very positive and good thing to do.
And the remediation is the inside drywall and flooring and ceiling, right?
That's correct.
And so that'll take another 2 weeks. Are we going to be doing any upgrades or improvements at all?
Later down the line, yeah, we're going to be doing some upgrades to the kitchen, and then we're going to follow Valley Electric and some other studies, I guess the word is, for what's what I'm looking for?
Energy.
Energy efficiency, correct. So we'll be doing new lighting and double pane windows and that type of thing, just to help the building a little bit.
That's going to be fantastic. Are we still looking at Christmas?
No, unfortunately, we're looking, because the mold remediation took 2 weeks, and I was under the understanding when it first started it would only take a week. It puts us out a week, so we're talking December 31st, January 1, depending on the holidays and depending on Belfour's schedule and manpower.
So will we be having a grand reopening of our community center?
Yeah, I believe we will. Matt loves standing behind tapes and cutting them.
There you go, Matt. Any other further information?
Yeah, just keep in mind, too, there was weather factors that put us off there. Even the high winds we had threw the roofers off there 2 or 3 days, and they did work through the weekend to try to catch up a little bit to keep on our time frame. So we're moving along well. We're really satisfied with the project, how it's went, so should be open soon.
We'll keep you posted on the progress of our own community center. This is Deanna O'Donnell at the town office for News 46.
Well, Barbara Johnston with Quilts for Cancer has been collecting socks with the help of Commissioner Gary Hollis.
This started approximately 6 weeks ago when we delivered the knit caps to our homeless and needy students, and Linda Fitzgibbons mentioned the great need for socks. So when I heard that and heard some of the private stories she could express without using any names, I got the word out that we needed socks throughout the community for our students. And today, and with the bag we just brought in, we have over 1,000 pair of socks for our students in need.
That's amazing. You had a great turnout for the caps and now the socks as well. Commissioner, what is your involvement of this and what do you think about this altogether?
It's a wonderful program, and I'm just a supporter of the group and help them in any way I possibly can. But we've done a lot, and Pahrump has been very gracious to all of us. We've done food drives for the kids and socks, and it's just a wonderful thing. And Pahrump ought to pat themselves on the back for being such a generous community.
It's always great to see the community pull together in times like this, especially with the economy as it is. And now it's getting pretty cold out, so it's great to see that the kids are getting what they need. How can people continue to donate to this?
They can call me at 775-751-5356 and leave a message because our machine is on all the time. And I do need to say especially thanks to Nancy over at our local Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
As a member, she sent out an e-blast, and then she got socks delivered there to the chamber, and the members of the chamber just called or emailed and said they wanted to help. And we are going to be doing something again in the spring. I think everyone now, with all the drives we have and that are successful, and I'm still working on the veterans quilts, we're just going to take a couple weeks off and then start again with the new year.
Wow. So what kind of socks are you guys looking for what sizes, age groups, that kind of thing?
From kindergarten to seniors in high school. So it's basically anything in any color. The colors today are amazing. I joke I didn't have such pretty socks when I went to school just the other year. But anything will work.
And just how are they being distributed?
They're distributed through the office with Linda Fitzgibbons, the liaison person for the Nye County School District for the homeless and in-need students. We deliver them to her because of privacy issues. She then distributes them through each and every school. She has a count what's needed at each school.
Well, yesterday we got some rain and maybe just a little bit of snow, but nothing that hit the ground. I mean, I know when it was raining, I saw like snowy, flurry kind of stuff.
I was wondering if it was snowing, but it didn't stick at all if it did.
No.
We were outside in it. It was getting pretty cold up here on the fan.
And up here on the hill, it was like when I got back home, nothing there. But up here on the hill, before I left work yesterday, definitely little flakes of snow.
We have a full 4 seasons up here on the hill.
Ain't that the truth? So we're going to check in with Zach after the break to see if maybe we can expect a little bit more of that snow.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
And welcome back to News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today it was cloudy and there was some reports of sprinkles around the valley once again, just like yesterday. The high, the not so high, was 51 degrees, and our winds were coming out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour, and the gusts were up to 9 miles per hour, so it was a little bit breezy out there. It contributed to that chilliness out there. The pressure was holding steady once again at 29.66, and the UV index was at 2, low, staying the same there for a little bit now. Humidity was at 55%, sunrise was at 6:46 a.m., and today's record was 70 degrees back in 1952. Tonight we're going to have partly cloudy skies. We might still see some rain though tonight, so we're going to keep our eyes out for that. Our low is going to be 27 degrees. Remember your 5 P's of Pahrump. The winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour, and the gusts are going to stay at 6 miles per hour. Humidity is going to go up at 79%, and the sunset was at 4:30 p.m., and tonight's record was 19 degrees back in 1949. That was actually last night's record too, so it was a cold year. Tomorrow we're going to have mostly sunny skies, maybe just a few thin clouds out there, not anything too bad like today or anything. Our high is going to go up a little bit at 54 degrees, but our low is going to go down even more at 23 degrees. The winds are going to come out of the south at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts are going to be at up to 6 miles per hour once again. UV is going to stay the same at 2, low, and our sunrise is going to be at 6:47 a.m. Humidity looks like it's going to be at 49%. And our 7-day forecast, like we said, Wednesday is going to be mostly sunny, just a little bit of clouds out there maybe. Thursday we're going to have sunny skies, and then Friday we return with mostly cloudy skies once again. But however, from Saturday to Tuesday we're going to have sunny skies. The highs are going to stay in the 50s, with our highs being at 57 degrees, and the lows are going to be in the 20s still, with our lowest being actually tomorrow, it looks like, at 23 degrees. So remember your 5 P's of Pahrump. And today's worst weather was in Czar, Montana, where they had rain. Back to you.
Ricky, that looked like you in that picture.
Yeah, but I don't have nearly that dapper of a jacket.
Well, no. But in the picture you did. Well, during this holiday season, we are recognizing people who go above and beyond. If you know of someone who has committed an act of kindness, contact us at News 46. You can call 727-9400 extension 201. Again, that's 727-9400 extension 201. Or email us at news@kpvm.tv.
All right, folks, now it's time for our Blue Man Group Las Vegas Wranglers ticket giveaway. All you have to do is email news@kpvm.tv, the secret word that you'll see on your screen in just a second here, for your chance to win 2 tickets to see the Blue Man Group and the Las Vegas Wranglers. The first 2 emails received with the correct secret word, name and phone number to be contacted, will be declared the winners. So there it is on your screen, folks. Good luck to everyone. And we would like to thank Lindsay at Curvendo Communications for making this promotion possible. So get on your computers and email us right now. There's a secret word.
Well, that's exciting. Blue Man tickets?
That's right, Blue Man Group tickets.
Wow.
And Las Vegas Wranglers tickets. And apparently, from my understanding, if I'm not wrong, the Blue Man Group tickets are good for whenever you want to get around to seeing them.
That is very, very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Good luck to everybody out there. Hey, I wanted to mention Domino's. Starting next month, they are going to be offering $5 pizzas. Their large pizza will be $5, 1 topping. And right now, you would want to give them a call at 751-3030 and ask them what their KPVM News 46 special is tonight.
And folks, I think that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And from everyone up here in the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Capriati Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead.
Tonight on News 46, a 2-vehicle accident at Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Highway 372.
And the community center repairs are underway.
And the Nevada Silver Tappers hold a check presentation. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, December 13th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. One child was checked out on scene by medics following a two-vehicle accident on Highway 372 and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Well, we had a two-vehicle accident. We had a gold vehicle stopped on Pahrump Valley Boulevard attempting to go across the intersection northbound. And then we had a white SUV traveling westbound on State Route 372. The Oldsmobile driver of the Oldsmobile did not failed to yield to the SUV and ended up colliding with that vehicle.
The white SUV seemed to have spun completely around and up on the curb.
Yes, it did, and that's based on basically being hit in the rear axle from the front of the other vehicle. It actually took the rear end of the vehicle and spun it around.
And we had a child inside that car, too, as well, that was checked out?
Yes, the child is fine. He was in a car seat and strapped in like he was supposed to, so the baby did not sustain any injuries that I'm aware of.
And inside the Oldsmobile, there was two passengers or two occupants?
There's only one occupant in the Oldsmobile
and then
the
in
SUV.
And then nobody else in any other vehicles were injured?
No injuries from anybody that they're claiming, just property damage.
And they'll be getting a citation, I assume?
Absolutely. There'll be a citation for fail to yield to oncoming traffic.
Do you have any advice for us on this intersection? I know that this is one where we get a lot of accidents.
Absolutely. The best advice, two things. One, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt. I do believe that this is a major contributing factor with this crash, why there was no injuries, is because everybody had their seatbelts on. The second thing is when you're coming to an intersection, take the extra 3 seconds that it takes to look both ways and then double check again before you come through the intersection. And other types of crashes that we have here, sometimes people say that they couldn't see because there was a vehicle turning right or turning left. Well, the thing is, if you can't see all travel lanes, don't go. It's not safe until you can clear all directions.
It's that little assumption right there that causes things like this to happen.
Exactly. Another 3 to 5 seconds at the intersection would save people a tremendous amount of time from being here in an accident and also possibly keep people from getting hurt.
Great advice from Trooper Hubbs there. If you are in need of a car seat, you can call the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. They have a free car seat program. And, of course, pull over to both sides of the roadway when emergency vehicles are passing. Drive carefully. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Yeah, I agree with him. Don't just pull out into traffic. I did this once, blonde as I am. Somebody stopped for me so I could pull out, but I didn't notice that in the other lane a truck was headed towards me. He hit me.
Ouch.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, I know the temptation's high, especially on 160 where there's, 4
If you don't know
lanes,
for sure,
yeah.
don't go.
Not at all. Folks, a warning for pet owners about a potentially deadly disease. Local vets are hoping to keep dog flu from surging.
That's right. A few cases of the dog flu have already popped up in our area, with more of them appearing in neighboring states. And local vets are worried our pups aren't ready for this new virus.
And because this is a brand new virus and it was not present in the dog population before 2004, no dogs have really been exposed to it. And therefore, if they come into contact, they will, of course, get sick.
And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website, canine influenza symptoms include mild to high fever, nasal discharge, long-lasting coughing, difficulty breathing, and increased rate of respiration.
And while it is not known to affect humans, the disease has started spreading from Florida, where it was discovered, to other states like Texas, Colorado, California, and a few cases right here in Nevada. The thing about dog influenza is that your pup could have the virus for several days before you even know about it, and that whole time he or she is contagious and making other dogs sick.
And many vets are now suggesting dog owners get the canine influenza vaccine, even though it's not a huge problem here yet.
That's right. The vaccine is recommended for dogs who interact frequently with other dogs.
And now we introduce you to ear, nose, and throat specialist from Healthcare Partners, Dr. Stephen Becker.
You may recognize this ear, nose, and throat specialist. Dr. Stephen Becker has been coming to Pahrump for 15 years. We speak to him at Healthcare Partners today.
Well, I have a very interesting specialty that involves that part of the body above the shoulders, ear, nose, throat. We work with sinus problems, allergy problems, hearing problems, tongue problems, mouth problems, voice problems. There's a whole host of different problems that my specialty is involved with.
You come out here to Healthcare Partners. Do you have an office out here in Pahrump or Vegas?
Well, I have an office in Vegas, and I come out here to the Healthcare Partners office currently about once a month, but I've actually been coming out to Pahrump for about 15 years.
This is a much-needed specialty, isn't it?
Oh, well, I think so, and I hope it remains that way, especially with the current state of healthcare in the country.
What's the most common symptoms or problems that you see?
Well, in this part of the country, a lot of patients are really bothered by allergies, adult patients, I would say. But for children, it's a lot of ear infections, throat infections. Many children don't breathe properly at night. They snore, they hold their breath, and that's not really normal, especially when you think that these kids who aren't sleeping well are getting into school, and they may have trouble paying attention and doing as well as they should or could do.
Is that some of your specialty, sleep apnea?
Absolutely. I think it's very important for any patient who's being evaluated for sleep apnea to have a complete head and neck examination, and really that can only be done by an ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Do you perform surgeries like, say, for ear tubes?
Yes. That's a very common surgery. In fact, that's probably the first surgery that I learned to do, and I hate to admit it, but that was probably about 25 years ago.
And that is something that you perform on children mainly, right?
Yes, children, but it's not uncommon that adults can have problems with their eustachian tubes, so that can affect their hearing or cause fluid to build up behind their eardrums, and we have to put tubes in the eardrums of an adult patient also.
What's the youngest patients that you work on?
Oh, I'd say probably 4 months to 6 months.
And older patients as well. What kind of common symptoms or signs or complaints that you see in them?
Well, frequently older patients have trouble with their hearing. It's not uncommon that they may have some difficulties with their voice or speech. And sometimes older patients, unfortunately, especially those who've smoked for a long period of time, may end up coming in to see me with pain. And that's always very important to get evaluated, because the pain could indicate that they have a growth or a tumor or even a cancer sometimes.
Do they need to go through their primary care physician to see you, or can they directly go to you?
Well, with some insurances, they can directly come see me, but with others, they do need to see their primary care doctor and get a referral.
And how often do you come out here?
Once a month currently.
All right, so they can give Healthcare Partners a phone call to see Dr. Becker.
Absolutely.
This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, folks, coming up, the Silver Tappers hold a check presentation.
And will the Bob Ruud Community Center be ready for the new year?
Well, all this and more right after the break, so please keep it here.